The man was incredibly powerful, but he chose to disguise himself as an ordinary person. His goal in joining the tournament was clear. He wanted to show off without anyone knowing. His assistant first applied a special slime solution, turning him into an overweight, unremarkable guy. Then he was asked to pick an appearance. Jack's request was simple. The weaker it looks, the better. Gamma suggested the person in this photo, not only lazy and untalented, but, more importantly, he had died 5 years ago without anyone knowing. Jack agreed without hesitation. With the help of high-tech transformation, 2.5 minutes later, Gamma handed him a mirror. Jack was even more pleased with the result. And since he wanted to look weak, why not add a hunchback too? He shifted his bones into a slumped posture. Gamma was deeply impressed. He hadn't mentioned anything about the original person's posture, yet Jack had guessed the man was naturally hunched, and now he was imitating his stance and walked perfectly. What incredible intuition. Once again, Jack had stumbled into being right. After picking his gear, Jack headed out into the street, but he hadn't gone far when a girl stopped him. With his cheap sword and scrawny build, he looked like a total amateur. It was obvious he was here for the 5-star tournament. She kindly warned him to drop out. Jack didn't want to engage. "Mind your own business," he said, then turned and walked away, ignoring her irritation. The moment he turned, he smiled to himself. His weakling act was working, but it didn't end there. Soon, someone else stopped him. "It's better to listen to advice," the man said. This wasn't like the girl's concern. The bald guy was threatening him. "I've competed in the 5-star tournament many times," he said. "Every year there are people like you who ruin the atmosphere. Might as well go home and drink milk." His lackeys laughed, but Jack stayed calm. "I'm still stronger than you." That made the bald man furious. He grabbed Jack by the collar and threw a punch without another word. Jack was sent flying, skidding headfirst along the ground. Everyone watching thought he was all talk. The bald man demanded an apology, but Jack only responded with a cold laugh. Seeing he still hadn't learned his lesson, the bald man decided to teach him a real lesson. What he didn't realize was that in those few seconds, Jack had already imagined countless ways to kill him. Jack had several options in this situation. For example, he could easily send the bald guy flying and shut him down completely. If he got slightly more serious, he could start by gouging out his eyes. But the problem was, he didn't want to fight right now. Otherwise, his disguise would be wasted. So the next moment, Jack took another hit. This one was even harder. To onlookers, he seemed like a total weakling. He didn't even try to fight back. After a 99-hit combo, the bald man finally stopped, but Jack was still defiant. "Your fists shouldn't be wasted in a place like this." Enraged, the bald man kicked him and prepared to keep going, but the girl from earlier stopped him. She'd seen enough. Reluctantly, the bald man backed off. He knew how strong she was. She was one of the top contenders to win the tournament. After everyone laughed, the girl apologized to Jack. She hadn't expected things to go that far, but Jack wasn't grateful. "If I'd wanted to stop him, I would have." Caught off guard, the girl became defensive. "I was trying to help you. Better to get a taste of reality now than be completely crushed in the 5-star tournament." She urged him to go get treated.
必要ない。
あんなに殴られたのに、あなた怪我は？
血の味は久しぶりだ。
待って！
Only then did she realize something was unusual. She introduced herself as Annie. When Jack said his name was Jimmy, she stood there lost and fought for a while. Soon, the 5-star tournament began. Jack showed up with his friend, without his disguise this time, because his friend insisted they watch together. For his friend, this was a great chance to make money. By analyzing the fighters' profiles, he could make smarter bets. One of the competitors was Maggie, known as the undefeated myth. Jack's friend recognized her immediately. She was